Okay, so I want to take this time to talk about we call it our Did You Know series. Every month we will go over one benefit that is available to you at LSMNJ. Because what happens is when we do open enrollment and things like that, we, focus on all those benefits at one time, and people don't realize that each of your benefits have a lot attached to them. So every month we'll have a session, just a quick half-hour lunch session, just to tell you about that particular benefit. Today's choice is our wellness program because it is kickoff time. So I'd like to introduce Gary. Gary's going to jump in a little bit. Gary Cassidy. He's from our broker, and he runs our wellness program for LSMNJ. So I'm going to lob to him towards the end at talking about how to open up the app because some things have changed. So I just wanted to say, as I said, it's a Did You Know series. So the big question is, did you know you could save $25 every paycheck on your medical deductions? So employees that are enrolled in a medical plan here, whether it is the gold, silver, or bronze, you are eligible to participate voluntarily and confidentially in our wellness program. Even if you're not on our medical plan, you still can get into our wellness program because some people do need our medical benefits later on in time, or, a change in status, things like that. So you can enroll in it so that you can start getting your points. Eligible employees that earn 100 points from now until November 27th, 2026 are eligible to receive that discount on their 2027 contributions. The folks that earned 100 points last year are receiving that $25 reduction. So what is our wellness program? So every thing you do that is remotely connected to wellness, you get points for. And we make it really, really easy for you to get 100 points pretty quickly by doing something that you're supposed to do all the time. First, foremost, the most important thing is to go in and do your health profile. You get 20 points right off the bat just by doing it. I did it this morning and I already have my 20 points. Your annual physical, and do request blood work when you go. You get 30 points for that automatically. Your blood work. We now give you points just to get your blood work. So, right there, you're already at 80 points by doing things that you normally would do. And then your preventative care. We let you get 5 points for every time you go in to get preventative care, up to 25 points max. Now, added to it, when you turn your blood work into Epic, we do not see that. That goes to Epic, highly confidential, HIPAA compliant. They will give you 1 point for every section of your blood work that you have in range results. So just by having those healthy results in your blood work, you can get up to 10 points. Everybody on this call has to get a flu shot. So right away, just turning in your form for your flu shot gets you 5 points. And then we have really cool challenges that we give you 5 points for each time. And we'll talk about them in a few minutes. We also have videos and quizzes if you're at the end of the year, which is when most people do this, but you should do them all during the year for fun. They're quick and easy. You get 1 point for each time you do one of those. Your daily activity, and that's where Gary's going to really come in and talk about the fun parts of that now. You can get up to 10 points for doing like your steps and things like that and documenting it through like either a Fitbit, Google app, things like that. And like I said, I'll let Gary talk about that. And brand new this year, under the preventative care, if you're getting any kind of cancer preventative care, whether that's going to get your colonoscopy, your mammogram, things like that, we are giving more points for that because we want to make sure people are getting that stuff done. You don't have to stop at 100 points. You can go above it. We have some employees that love to challenge themselves and get more points throughout. So what's new? Well, you can earn up to 40 points by just getting your preventative cancer screenings because they are so important. We want to reward that behavior. Blood work is now its own wellness activity. You can earn 30 points for that. When you send your blood work in, once again, you will get 1 point for each in-range result that you have. And then our 4 awesome challenges that are 10 points each. So our wellness program details. as long as you're enrolled in a medical plan, you are automatically eligible to go in and do it. And like I said, you can still enroll even if you're not. As long as you earn the 100 points starting today all the way through November 27th, you will get that 2027 reduction. So don't worry, because anybody on this call has probably gotten a call from me. I will, towards October, start calling people that, look like they really want to do it and say, hey, get in there, get your points done. But if you start doing it more and make it more of a challenge for yourself, you might not get that call from me then. We do give raffle drawings for people that earn 25 points per each quarter. And if you join a challenge or reach the milestone, you're also entered to win a prize. For the activity verification, so if you are going to get your cancer screening, or you are going to get your blood work, or you're going to get your annual physical, there is an email that you just send that to. Once again, highly confidential. LSMNJ has no idea, except for seeing your points, what people are turning in. It goes through to our EPIC program. Now, if you, because I have some people that I think might be on this call or, have asked this before, if you went and got your biometric screening, like your blood work or your preventative care a couple of months ago, as long as it's after November 22nd, then we can actually count it towards this year's program. It would have to be that you got it after November 22nd. Okay. Once again, PHI is protected by HIPAA. And if you are have any kind of medical issue or any kind of issue that you can't do one of the wellness programs or something that's there, and you don't feel you can get the points by what we offer, you can contact Gary and Epic to look for reasonable alternatives so that we make sure that you get the rewards that you deserve. So I'm excited to announce our wellness challenges for this year. Our first one, which is around the corner, which is going to be diabetes awareness. Really important to make sure that people are doing healthy living, to make sure that, diabetes is not where they're going to end up. It's a points challenge. It's a lot of fun. There's all pieces of it, and it just makes you aware of the healthy living that you're doing. And then we have our smartest loser, which is really cool because this one focuses on eating, walking, water intake, all those things to make sure you're getting the best choices. And then we're going to do a very old-fashioned 30-day walking challenge, just to make sure everybody's doing their steps and getting their exercise. And we figure by June, it'll be nice out and no snow and fun and okay to do that walking challenge. And then last but not least, as we enter the Christmas holidays and the Hanukkah holidays and all the holidays that we get, we want you to challenge yourself to give yourself the gift of health. So it's a points challenge, and it's different challenges throughout that month that we do that. So I am now going to turn it over to Gary. Gary, do you need to share anything, or do you want me to share? Okay,
I can share.
Stop sharing. And Gary's going to tell you how to sign up and log in, because there is some new things here. So we're going to let Gary take over.
All right. Thank you very much. And you said 90% of what I was going to say, so this is going to be very quick and easy.
Yeah.
So to find the portal, for those of you who may be new, epicwellsite.com/LSMNJ. That will take you to the home page. If you are brand new and you have never registered on the portal before, click sign up. It takes less than 5 minutes to complete your user profile, and then that will put you directly in there. If, however, you have participated before and you cannot remember what your username or password is, please do not create another user profile, because then I got to delete it, or sometimes there are two and I have to combine points, and I want to make sure that everything stays good. Any issues, just reach out to epicsupport@corpson.com, and we can tell you what's your username, and we will reset your password for you. So I am going to log in. and that brings me to the home page. As Kim has already said, same, a lot of things are the same. You'll see your points show up top here. One additional area though is you'll not only get 1 point for each of your biometric areas that you're within range, but you're also going to get points for your health assessment for exercise habits, eating habits, and work-life balance. So you can also earn points for those. As always, 3 ways to provide proof of completion. Most of these you're going to see are Epic admin. That means you're going to email them to epicsupport@corpsin.com and we will upload that information for you. Any program information that you want to take a look at, it's all right here. All of the required privacy and required information required by the ACA and HIPAA is here for you to review, as well as if you ever really want to read through the complete annual notice, you can always click here and you can read through it. It talks about portal security, your security, as well as the overall program itself. As the program continues, videos and quizzes will be posted here. You'll receive notices when they're available. But the biggest change, there are 2 big changes. When I click on my avatar and I want to go mobile access, what we are highly recommending everybody do is go onto your phone, delete the MyWell app by Core Health, and create a new code. Now, this is going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life next. You need to wait 30 minutes before you do anything. And you have to do it in this order. You have to create a new code, then you got to wait 30 minutes because it takes about that much time for it to get from the portal to be ready to be accepted by the mobile app. 30 minutes. You close that, and then you download the app. It's going to ask you for that code. If you have an iPhone, it will ask you automatically if you want to sync your Apple Health. And something very new this year for Android users, yes, you're not feeling left out and alone in the cold anymore. There is something called Android Health that you can download on your phone, and you can sync any of your Android-based apps to that, and it will ask you if you want to sync Android Health to your phone, and that will automatically sync your apps when you go there. So for example, when I go to the challenges page, you used to see the 3 circles up there. There are no more 3 circles. We have this lovely widget here. It'll tell you what device you have synced. It'll tell you when it was last received. You can connect to Google Fit, which there are multiple devices that you can also sync to Google Fit for steps and activities. If you choose to do so, you just click connect and you enter in your username and password. Fitbit is still available. For those of you who don't know this yet, if you click on connect to Fitbit, it will take you to Google Fit because Fitbit is now part of Google. So it's going to ask you for your Gmail to log in. It will take you to your account and your steps will start coming through. New is Garmin Connect. So anybody who has a Garmin device, you can just click here, connect, enter in your username or password, and your information will start syncing. Apple Health, as I mentioned before, you can only sync that when you're downloading a new version of the app, and any instructions you need are right here. And the same for Android Health. The instructions are right there for you. Now, I've been talking for about 10 minutes. You want to wait another 20 minutes before you download the app. Whether you're going to do it through, do it through the Apple Play, or you're going to do it through the Android. Give it that time, and you'll know whether you're synced or not when you come down there. Those are the biggest changes to what you're going to want to do. And if you run into any problems whatsoever, your first and foremost resource should be to email epicsupport@corpsin.com. That email is monitored from 3 a.m. when I wake up and start working, all the way until 5 p.m. when Solange stops working. So we're there. We like to resolve things within 24 hours if possible. And we want to make this as painless and easy for you as possible. Your HR team has put together a great program, made it very accessible for you to hit that 100-point mark for taking care of the really important things, as well as giving you the opportunity to do some really fun things also. And then down the bottom, once you complete your health profile and once we get your biometric information entered in, you can come down here to the bottom and you can see how you did. Just because I have a smiley face on alcohol, that doesn't mean I drink a lot. It means that I don't drink. I don't smoke. For some reason, my work-life balance has a smiley face, but I kind of disagree with that. My exercise has a neutral face. It means I have some room to improve. My eating habits are okay. And if I go to my biometrics, if I were to fill that out, it'll give me information on those specific areas. But for example, if I go to exercise with the neutral face, it'll tell me what areas I was weak in. I'm not doing enough endurance exercises. I'm only doing it 3 days a week for 30 minutes. Strength training, I'm only doing it for 3 days a week. I should do it for a couple more. Flexibility, I'm only doing it 1 to 3 days. But something interesting for you to know, and this kind of falls into the realm of earning points for being in range for your LDL, your glucose, your BMI, your exercise, eating, and work-life balance habits. Sometimes you can be exercising too often, and sometimes you can be eating too much of something, and sometimes your work-life balance are off, so you may not be necessarily earning 1 point there. So when you're filling out your health survey, be honest. More is not always better, especially when it comes to exercise, because that can burn out the body and it can make it harder on yourself. So just think about that as you go through. Did that about cover it, Kim?
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Does anybody have any questions? It's quite a bunch. Like I said, the most important thing is today or tomorrow, or as soon as you go in and, you know, get yourself set up for this year, make sure that you do that health profile first. It was simple. It was easy. I got it done really quickly. And I was excited to see that I didn't just get the 20 points. Now that Gary said that, because this is new, I had 24 points, which means I earned 4 extra points by changing some of the things that in the past I had the frowny face for. So, I've changed some things for myself by really working through the wellness. We offer this wellness not only for you to save money, but for you to have a place, one-stop shop for yourself to work on the things that are really important for yourself. So take advantage of it because it is offered to you.